rear-wheel drive Kappa chassis with a 4-banger and 177 horsepower. Just kidding, this one has 700 freaking horsepower and a huge-ass bottle of nitrous. Holy shit! Oh my god! And that is without the nitrous. This is wicked. So, this is interesting. The owner reached out to me saying that he had an LS swapped Solstice with nitrous. Now, my initial reaction was, who the hell does that? And my second reaction was, I need to drive this damn thing. What started life as a $20,000 budget two-door sports car has absolutely transformed into anything but its original purpose. This is based on the Kappa chassis. There's a rear-wheel drive platform made for this and the Saturn Sky. Came out in 2006, but unfortunately Pontiac went out of business in 2009. But the good news is, despite that $250 million development for this chassis, we're still left with one hell of a car to review. This car was actually originally a pre-production mule, and then it was entered in the SEMA program. Some cosmetic modifications were made. Soon after, it was purchased and transformed. A huge turbocharger was added, bringing horsepower up to 375 wheel horsepower from something that started life as a 4-cylinder with 177 horsepower. As you can imagine, this caused a bit of issues. The car was never running right, so they decided to ditch the turbo and the 4-cylinder completely and stick a 6.2-liter LS3 V8 from a Corvette. The LS3 produced 520 horsepower, but cams were added, exhaust, a tune, and now nitrous, bringing the motor horsepower from 550 up to 700 when nitrous is in full force. We've got a switch underneath the dash to activate the nitrous. It's not running it all the time. And we've got a 15-pound tank in the back, which means you've got nitrous pulls for a long time. Not just the engine was modified, it's got full BC Racing coilovers, iBox sway bars. The coilovers are adjustable. It's got 6-piston, 13-inch steel rotors in the front, 4 pistons in the rear. It's got 2 85 section tires on it right now, and when it goes to the track, 3 15s are fitted. They stick out way out of the fenders, so fender flares are in the next iteration of the design on this car. The transmission was swapped from a 5-speed to now a Tremec 6-speed manual transmission. Shift throws are very easy. The clutch has been adjusted so that the release is towards the end of the throw. Makes it kind of interesting to drive, but it's a very easy car to drive at slow speeds. Unless you're in first gear, if you don't give it enough gas, the car bucks back and forth. But there's no denying, this car sounds absolutely ridiculous, and it's a small little sports car. You're not imagining it having a huge V8, the rumble of a Corvette. This car gets a hell of a lot of attention. It's probably the least expensive car that's garnered the most attention in any review we've done. Actually, maybe some of the most attention of any car we've ever filmed. Just filming it in the parking lot, people were coming up to the car asking what the heck it was, especially when we started it up, wondering what was under the hood. For a car that weighs under 3,000 pounds with 550 motor horsepower, let's check it out. Woohoo! Holy shit! I'm on the street setting for the suspension right now. It's a little bit softer. There's a little bit of play in the steering wheel, but the car definitely is very nimble and wants to jump around between the turns. And then you've got all the power in the world when you put your right foot down. This car makes no sense, but that's kind of the reason it makes all the sense in the world. The owner thought about buying a brand new Z06, but for basically about $50,000 all in on this car, it's raced new C7 Z06s and won, and it's just insane. Why not? Who the hell takes a Pontiac Solstice and puts an LS3 in it? I know everyone says that LS swaps are so generic, whatever. If you drove this car, I am sure you would have an absolute riot. Oh my God. Wow, this car is fast. All right, so hopefully this isn't my last words. we've got a switch underneath the steering wheel to activate the nitrous. Now the nitrous isn't an on-off switch. It actually varies with the throttle input. So if I'm giving it half gas, it's gonna adjust the amount of nitrous that goes into the cylinder. So let's activate it once we get onto the straightaway and see what 700 horsepower in a fucking Pontiac Solstice feels like. Fingers crossed, baby. Oh my God, that's ridiculous! Oh my God! Nitrous only kicks in at above 4,000 RPMs. It's kind of pointless below that, especially in first gear. It's not really useful as you'll just burn rubber for days, but it grips in second and third gear exceptionally well, and oh my God, it is fast as hell. I can see the appeal of this. I mean, I'm sure it's not everyone's taste, but man, to have a fun car, to basically stick your middle finger up and say, I'm just building whatever the hell I want. This is insane. Oh! Without a doubt, this 2006 Pontiac Solstice is one of the most ridiculous and one of the fastest cars I've ever driven. Oh, what a blast. Holy crap. You've got a nitrous gauge here. You've got a custom interior. It's got Transformers badges everywhere because honestly, this car has completely transformed. Oh. I wasn't a fan of Solstices to begin with, I'll be honest, but after this, god damn. Well, I hope you enjoyed this review. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.